I have your attention? Do 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 I have your attention?
Is you taking notes?
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy SimplyFoodByTy, and today I'm going to be showing y'all, baby, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make this barbecue pulled pork flatbread. You know what? Just even the sound of it just sounds good. Look, so what we're going to do right now is I am prepping the red onions. Now, this is one of those type of things where it's completely optional, just like any other type of pizza or flatbread that you choose to get. This is kind of one of those things where you kind of just put what you want on it, but I'm just giving you, you know, the fundamentals on how to make my version of a barbecue pulled pork flatbread. So I'm just dicing up a few red onions. You can do as many or as little as you want, but keep them on the thin side. And then you're going to sit those to the side, and the next thing we're going to work on is the mozzarella cheese. Now, for aesthetic purposes and for presentation, I'm going to be using, I have a block of mozzarella cheese here. Now, you want to make sure that it's not too thin and not too thick. You know what I mean? So you want to try to find that happy medium. And the reason why I say that is because when you do put this in the oven, you want to, one, make sure that it's all going to cook evenly, that the cheese is going to melt evenly, but you also want to make sure that it doesn't burn. So whatever way you choose to slice up your cheese, just make sure that they're all the same slice so that everything cooks evenly. What I have here is some flat leaf Italian parsley that I'm just giving a rough chop to, which we're going to be using as a garnish and as well as on the flatbread before it goes in the oven. So what I have here now, if you guys have not seen my recipe video for my barbecue pulled pork, I'm gonna leave the link right above. It should have just popped up. And in that, I showed you guys how I made my barbecue sauce. So what I just used was some Sweet Baby Ray's, a little bit of the red hot stinging garlic, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. And that's the base of my barbecue sauce for this flatbread. Now, you don't have to do all of that if you don't want to. That's just the way I like it. You can use just Sweet Baby Ray's. You can use just the stinging honey garlic. You can use whatever type of barbecue sauce you like. That's completely up to you. This is just the leftover barbecue sauce that I had from the pulled pork sandwiches that I made a while ago. So you want to make sure that you're covering your flatbread, you know, with a decent amount of sauce. If you are a sauce person, by all means, load it up. It's completely up to you. I like just the taste of it. And remember, you guys, barbecue sauce is sweet, so you don't want to put too much because it can be a bit overpowering. The good thing, though, about this barbecue sauce being sweet, that does counteract the saltiness from the pulled pork. These are just standard flatbreads. You know, you can use whatever you would like. If you don't want to use flatbread, you can use a pizza crust. That's completely fine. You don't have to get caught up on any of that. So now that we have our barbecue sauce on here, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to line up our cheese. And once again, like I said, just because this is for presentation purposes, that's the reason why I cut it in the slices like this. It'll look aesthetically pretty. And for your guests, you know, you can serve these, you know, cut them in half and have it as, you know, a main dish. Or you can cut them up into little pieces and have it as hors d'oeuvres or, you know, an appetizer for a party. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting on my pulled pork. Now, once again, if you want this to be exactly like mine, I do have a video available once again for you guys to check out how to make pulled pork. But, you know, you don't have to do that. You can go buy yourself some pulled pork. I would definitely get the kind, though, that doesn't have barbecue sauce already all over it. That's just my personal preference. Yeah, that's just my own preference. But I'm putting it all over. Now, you don't want to get too crazy. As you can see, I'm kind of just putting it in the areas where it's open spaces. Like you don't want to put it over top of the cheese because you really want to be able to see the cheese at the end. Think about the presentation. That's the key to making anything looking good and fancy, honey. You know what I mean? So now, of course, that we've got that pulled pork on there, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the onions. Now, like I said, you can put the onions on or you don't have to put the onions on. As you can see here, I'm only going to put the onions on one because I don't like the onions and my other guests do. So I'm only going to do one with onion. And now I'm going to top it off with some of that flat leaf Italian parsley. You want to make sure you guys have your oven preheated at about 350 degrees. This takes no time at all. 350 for maybe 20 minutes. Once that cheese is bubbling, it is going to come out of the oven, and it is, baby. When I tell you this recipe turned out so bomb, you guys must try it. Now I'm topping it off with a little bit of gorgonzola just because I just think it brings such a beautiful flavor to this. And you're just adding on more and more and more flavor. And to top it off, I'm also going to use a little bit of that leftover barbecue sauce just to add a little tinge on the top. Look, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Simply Food by TY. If you're one of my returning subscribers, y'all babies know I love y'all so much. And as always, y'all stay cute and take care. Y'all go on ahead and try this out. And like I said again, if you want to, check out my video for my barbecue pulled pork if you want to know how to make the pork as well. Bye, guys.
In the kitchen. Simply Food by TY. We hope that you enjoyed it. Simply Food by TY. If you haven't took the time, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Simply Food.